I would like to call Robert Aguilar to the stand for a message from the student bar.
I'm being called to the stand. Wow. Is Professor Olson here? I have something for you. Hold on one second. The rule against perpetuity under common law is the principle that no interest in property is valid unless it vests no later than 21 years plus the period of gestation after some life or lives in being which exists at the time of the creation of the interest. Is that good? Okay. It's better late than never. She asked me that a few weeks ago and I didn't have her answer for her. I'm honored to be here and honored to have been your representative for the last 4 years as both the Bar Association Secretary and recently as your elected president. I'm also honored to represent all the non-valedictorians who are sitting here due to a slightly above average performance on your final exams. Good job. I'd like to once again welcome all the graduates, distinguished faculty, guests, and staff. I'd also like to send a special welcome to the families in the audience who have an equal stake in this achievement. My own family's here, including my father and my amazing mother, Kathy, and my heart and my inspiration, my beautiful daughter, Presley, who when I started this whole thing was only 4 years old. And without her and my family, I couldn't have achieved this, so I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yeah. Now, aren't you all glad to be done with law school? I know I won't miss law school itself, but I will miss the school community, the faculty, the staff, and of course, my fellow classmates. Well, most of you. Over the last 4 years, we've all had great, I know it's that bad, it was short though. Over the last 4 years, we have all had great opportunities to grow as individuals. We have met some incredible people and have formed lifelong friendships with our classmates and even with some of the staff. Most of us not only learned the law in these classrooms, but we also worked as professionals and were already waist deep in the law in some law firms. We have been nurtured and challenged by an amazing faculty, and you cannot put a price on that. Well, you can, but it's a reasonable price, and PCU offers a payment plan, so you're good. So I was driving down the 10 freeway a couple of weeks ago, and I was distracted by a giant billboard on the side of the road, and it was an advertisement for an attorney in Los Angeles. It had a serious attorney photo on one side and the picture of a samurai soldier on the other. And the caption said, "Part lawyer, part warrior." I laughed, and then of course I tried to snap a picture with my phone while I was driving, because if you don't put it on Facebook, it didn't happen. But seeing that billboard took me back to my first day at PCU, our new student orientation. A frail yet spunky old man stood before us and began to tell us a story about the origins of the attorney. Dean Lewis was a passionate man. He was passionate about his students, this university, and he was passionate about the law. He told us a story of the first advocates, the warriors who represented their kings by fighting either on the battlefields or in giant stadiums before thousands of people. He said that back then, that's how conflicts were won. Conflicts regarding land, conflicts regarding property, and even conflicts regarding love. Over time, those advocates became more civilized. So instead of using swords and guns, those conflicts were argued using words. And it's then we began to realize that words could be much more powerful than any weapon of any kind. Some of you may already know this or not, but I used to be a U.S. Marine. I experienced boot camp, combat training, weapons training, and even hand-to-hand combat. But every word, every definition, and every law I learned while at PCU has now become my most effective weapon. PCU has built warriors. They have built advocates. Those of you sitting here today will go out and face the world and real-life issues. There will be fights for human rights, health care, immigration. And you, the counselors sitting before me, will be those advocates, those warriors who change the world and the way people think. And you will do it with words. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm excited to get started. My mom always told me I'd make a good lawyer because I'm really good at arguing, and I think she's regretting the fact that I'm now formally trained in doing that. During Track 1's first semester of the third year, we lost a great man and a mentor, Dean William Lewis. And as I wrap things up here, I wanted to share something. The Wednesday evening before the dean passed away, I ran into the dean in the hallway, and he was getting a drink of water from the fountain. And he looked up at me and in his usual enthusiastic voice said, "Hello, counselor. Welcome to PCU." And at the time, I looked at him, I said, "Dean, I'm 3L. I've been here a while." But my answer stopped him in his tracks. And he looked at me and he said, "You're always welcome here, counselor." So tonight, I leave you all with this message. Welcome to PCU.
At this time, there's an award from the SBA. Yes, you were. Some people's children.
So I'm the outgoing president, and I'm actually very pleased to introduce you guys all to our new president. Is he here? Charles Charles? Come on up, Charles. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I apologize. I've been doing it wrong for years. He's a really good dresser.
Thank you, Robert. I can say a million great things about Robert. Truth of the matter is, he has yet to pay me. Robert's donated his time to PCU for 4 years, not only as a student, as he mentioned, but also as a member of the SBA. He's a family man, he's a hard worker in the community, and he brought his military background into a leadership role at PCU as the president. And he was very successful at doing so because one of the reasons is he allowed his team to work independently. He didn't micromanage, he trusted his people. He trusted them knowing that he's got the right people working with him. Robert, you taught us a lot. You taught us how to become better leaders. You brought a foundation to the SBA that was lacking. You helped us build a greater community with the SBA and having a greater alumni association be part of the SBA. We're proud to have Robert as our president for this year, and we congratulate him for graduating this year, and we also congratulate the class of 2015. Because irrespective if you're a member or not of the SBA by vote, you're still family, and you're a part of it. And we thank you for that. And you are all going to be great leaders in the legal community because you've been in training the past 4 years. Now it's playtime. Thank you so very much, Robert. Congratulations. Robert, if you come up, please. This is your hardware.
My hardware.
Without payment. Congratulations. Thank you.